him as a king. I'm not a king. Yeah, I imagine that he thinks that if he was a king, he wouldn't have so much institutional resistance. Because, I mean, like, take for example, the United Britain, for a long
Do you use age maximums for political jobs? Well, I don't think you have age maximums. Like, you don't have to have everything mandated. But I think that you do have a cultural problem when certain things don't happen. Like, and the problem is that you can't solve everything with the law. There's a lot of things that you can solve with laws, but you can't solve everything.
to monarchy and the legal and
It's
political
my
institutions
outlook
of the
on it.
country. But technically, it's the Crown Courts. Technically, it's the Air Force. Technically, it is the King in Parliament that sits and governs over us. So technically, if you're a king, all authority actually flows from the king.
Exactly.
And theoretically, the king has the source of authority of the institutions of the country. Can override make wishes. Now, of course, there's a long conversation and series of arguments to be made about that. Because you think there's some competition in that.
Okay,
But
Deon, I think it might be fine.
there's just
All right. My map book was low on storage and I had to delete that. Oh, that Jack Skellington video. I could just re-download it because if I didn't delete that video because it took over, I think, a gigabyte of storage, my map book would have crashed. So I had to upload that some other time. Dan, you're doing your best. Ugh. But Jack Skellington and Scooby Doo, hello. And I love that Shaggy pop-up picture, by the way. Is that the is that the original Shaggy from the late 60s? Because that's my favorite, and along with um What's Up, Scooby Doo, and A Pup Named Scooby Doo, those are my favorites. Velma sucks, by the way. I highly don't. I highly suggest. I highly do not suggest you watch it. Not to mention they made Shaggy black. That should be racist because he's white. So whoever, man, I swear, whoever think that was a good idea should get fired. Oh my gosh! Sorry, I love Scooby Doo. I had to share that. I'm doing all right. And I didn't get a chance to read all your comments. I'm not innocent on everything, but for that guy to say I'm EDP's boyfriend after what I said about Al, I don't know why you said that. If it's because I had what misunderstandings with older teens or something that like to lie about their age or whatever, compared to what he did, okay, what Al and EDP did, screw off. Not to mention, I'm a damn victim. Pardon my language. Okay, and if someone, okay, they did it once or twice, the most, they should be forgiven. Okay, because I know, especially celebrities like to think they're underage. But as long as they don't push it on, as long as they know what they did was wrong. Okay, versus, oh God, I'm sorry. Whoever basically was that, screw off. Literally, you're not helping. You probably support what Al did. Freak. God, I swear, I know who EDP is. Literally. Oh, it's so disrespectful. Literally. Anyway, I had to get that on my system. Hi, Anya. Wait, why do we got 3 new people here? I don't get it. And Mason, yes, hon. Basically, Velma. Okay, it's supposed to be the latest Scooby Doo series. However, though, they don't have Scooby Doo himself. Not to mention, they made Fred a pervert. And I know Velma, I think she's black and Indian, right? The one that says, my glasses, where are my glasses, right? It's so bad. I didn't even watch an episode, but I seen reviews on it. It's terrible. I'm thinking whoever created that needs to get fired. I find it disrespectful the way that they basically made that series. Golly. Of the original and the Pup Named Scooby Doo, well, I mostly grew up with the What's New Scooby Doo version. That's my favorite. But oh my gosh, I hope to put all of your comments are going through. And Anya, I love your clownfish profile picture. So cute. I love fish. Not just eating, but for pets too. And right, me too, Shaggy, me too. I can tell because if you're using it, that's so cute. Shaggy Scooby Doo 64. Literally, because I know it's October, right? I used to have a Scooby Doo plushie. I don't know what happened because I had when I was a child, but I don't know what happened though. And also, Taos wants to say hello. Because that video that I shared, I'm wondering if that's how two of you got here. Because Deon, let's see, hon, if you remembered right, my mother, as a little Easter egg, that was mine, but again, my mother and I are pretty short. So it's a small Scooby Doo blanket. I missed that blanket, it got torn up because I think one of our dogs, my pit bull that we had at the time, chewed it up. I love that blanket. And thank you, Rob. That means a lot. I love how when a straight guy thinks it's a cute plushie. Because I did bought Dion. Let's see, you bought it on. Yeah, you did, Dion. You did. I bought it from, believe it or not, the 99-cent store before they closed down. I only paid $3 for that. So I didn't buy it at Walmart. I bought it at the 99-cent store, which is a discount grocery store. I don't know why that is shut down. And I even bought my Rowlet plushie for that. And I'm doing it right. I was just a little bit irritated, and I did sadly watch more police videos. I gotta stop watching them. Jack Skellington, do you want to guess? And I love that profile picture, darn it. Here, I know this is the only thing I have, but look. I used to have one that glows in the dark, but I think my mother drew it out because it did have holes on it. But I want to keep it though. Literally, it's so weird. I want to share this with all of you. While they ask or he asked, um, basically, I think depending on your body temperature, the warmer you feel. It's so weird because when I was cold, unless that's just obvious. I'm not kidding. Whoever invented that needs a raise or a lot of money because I'm not kidding. It's some nights it would be a little bit dim. Like whenever I go to the bathroom, right? Like when I used to do my videos. But of course, since I had an S4, you can't really see it because it doesn't have good quality. Um, it's so see-through. I'm not from California. I'm surprised you think I am. You're really close, Jack. I'm actually from Arizona. You're really close. And ni hao, Richard, and hello, hon. I'm surprised. So a couple of people think I'm a Californian. I'm kind of honored. As much as I don't like that say sometimes, but I do. I'm surprised. I really give out Californian vibes. Man, I hate Californians because they must have given me the California virus. Because yeah, a lot of people in my state are from next door. So yet again, that employee or that manager at Dollar Tree that paid groceries for me and that worker that gave me that free popsicle, they're both from California. And not to mention Darren is from there. Damn it, California. Golly. Anyway, I'm honored. Well, if you're an American, I wouldn't know. But are you from Pennsylvania, Jack? I'm not sure. And hi, Toby. If you are an American, you may be Pennsylvanian. If you're not, you may be British. I'm not sure. And Anya, do you want to guess how old I am? I love when people ask me because people always get fooled up on my age. Nope, I was wrong. I was wrong. I'm glad I'm wrong, honestly, because I always like how I get viewers in random places. I'm not 22, Anna. I'm surprised you think I am. You're way off. I'm actually 30. Well, I'm gonna be transforming. That's a new decade. I'm gonna be turning 31 on Human Rights Day, which is the 10th of December. So less than 2 months from now, I'll be 31. I don't feel like it though. Okay, Double, that sounds good. Yeah. Oh, I don't think I read it through. I'm sorry, Double. And that way I could share a little bit more about myself. Yep. Yeah, I get that all the time, Anya. Jack, you're an American, right? So sure. Are you from? I'm gonna have to ask. Wisconsin? Because that's where my special ed teacher is from. Wisconsin. I'm not sure. In Shelby, how did it go? It didn't went well with that face, isn't it? Because of your girlfriend, right? She's a bastard for what she did to you. Oh, damn, you were. Oh, I was close. Awesome, awesome. So you're from the Midwest. Nice. Because we got Linda, that's from Minnesota, and we got Mason, that's from Illinois. I think that's two of them. No, wait, and Brock. Man, I'm getting Midwesterners, huh? That's from Ohio, which is where my great grandmother. Wait, not great grandmother, great aunt. She used to live in Columbus before she died. Well, she died in Missouri, which is my mother's state. So that's pretty cool. I got some Midwesterners here. That's awesome. Damn it! Wait, what? We mean she won? So tell me, does that mean that she will take your stuff after she assaulted you? Bastard. I am so sorry to hear that, hon. Kendrick, I don't think you told me where you're from. I'm sorry. Damn it. Shelby, I'm sorry to hear that. And people wonder why they don't want to report others. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, fucking dyke. I'm sorry, Shelby. What the